The thing that separates that system from a lot of other mainstream systems is that they do it all as a concept-based system, not a technique-based system.
Yeah.
And a lot of people use those words, but it's hard to get that idea across, to get people to see things that way.
Yeah, I know, like to get them into the idea, practicing it.
Well, how to express the concept and not just do technique A versus technique B, it's easy to teach that way because it's very pragmatic. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. But to get them to operate in a way where they can apply the idea in anything that they do, whether you're like a tonsile, the type of blocking the tonsile is, it's a verb, it's an action, it's not a fixed position. But you can do that with your hand, with your stick, with your car. I mean, it doesn't matter, it's just how you deflect a certain something. And when people understand the concept behind something, then they're open to use it many different ways.
But usually, understanding the concept takes you like ages. It's one of the difficult parts.
Yes and no. It depends on how you approach it. If you approach it with that already being open, and you create a natural reaction in the person where it feels right to them, like it makes sense immediately. Like I did it from a very big way. Like I approached, let's say, the concept of futsal, which is a kind of a suppressing or a kind of a controlling action that we use in Wing Chun, which also is a shape, a technique shape. But what I did is I had them hitting each other, and I had them apply that concept with their whole body right away. And they could feel it. Either if it works, they don't take the impact. If it doesn't work, they take the impact. There's instant gratification one way or the other. After they did it a whole bunch of times, to make it work, it takes certain type of mechanics, certain types of alignment to improve the process. And after we looked at those alignments, then you can go back to the more fixed version in the art, in the actually how it's taught in the forms, and you say you're doing the same thing here now that you were doing there, and that's when they get the concept, like, oh, I was using this idea, not this technique. So I approached it in that aspect. I threw a couple of very raw ideas out to them, very, very raw experiences, because an experience is worth a million techniques. So that was my whole process. I didn't want to come in there and reshape anything. I just wanted to expose. A term I use, and I don't have it in Spanish, pero
Let's help you.
It's there is fact-based systems and there's faith-based systems.
Los sistemas basados en hechos y sistemas basados en fe.
Okay. In a fact-based system, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. What you do is how it works. In a faith-based system is you keep learning things along the way, developing techniques, getting bells, getting this, and you hope that one day, by the end, you'll be great. You're hoping, because it's not an instantaneous result. You can't measure it that day. To a certain degree, you're never going to be professional, but you should be able, if somebody shows you something, it should be understandable and applicable, even in its rawest form, and they should be able to explain it to you like if you're a third grader. They should be able to say, look, this is why, and then you should feel it work. In a faith-based system, just keep doing that. Do 1,000, do 2,000 more, and hope for the best. So I tend to be more fact-based. I try to be more fact-based.
You're brutally honest, right?
Violence, true.
Honest?
I care. It's because I care. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know you. I'm not going to lie to you. And whether you like me or not, because of that, I don't care. I would rather tell you the truth and instead of sugarcoating it, because there's enough people out there that'll sugarcoat it for you. No, that's not my job. I really care. Like when I started training people, I think this person might step out of this place and something might happen to them. And if I didn't give them something, at least a possibility or an idea that could help them, why am I training them? Why am I taking their money? You know what I'm saying? What am I doing? Either I'm robbing them or I'm giving them something.
Would you say that Wing Chun has adapted to this new MMA world because?
I wouldn't say it has. I don't.
So you're gonna die with the rest because it's an old, ancient martial art?
It's a different. You have to be honest with what you're gonna use it for. You're not gonna get in a ring with Wing Chun. You're not gonna get in an MMA ring with Aikido. You're not gonna get in an MMA ring with Taekwondo. You're not. You're gonna get mobbed because you don't train that way. But if something happens to you instantaneously in the street, if it's an unexpected violent encounter, these other arts where you react out of nervousness or out of fear, this is where I think there's still hope for us. If you break the bubble of just straight fixed drills. If you address the emotion of being scared. I like Wing Chun because Wing Chun is an automatic reaction. You take fear and you try to channel fear into emotion.
Wait a minute. You say that you like Wing Chun because it's
like an autopilot.